It's puck time, boys. I'm the Prez, WagerTalk.com. We've got the bald man, Carmine Bianco, with us, wearing an Italia shirt, part of the diving team, Carm.
Yes, Guy. We invented it, and now NHL players are using it.
You know what they probably do? They probably hire Italian soccer players to teach them how to dive.
Ben Bishop did it last night. Looked great. You would have caught hit by a sniper.
Andrew McInnis, sportsmemo.com. My brother, how are you? You're looking good, looking young, looking fit.
Yeah, Prez, I'm in a great mood. I'm in my new place, my new spot here. I'm going to be spending the day just decorating and getting it all set up together.
Well, clearly you didn't find a spot where
I got a basketball game tonight.
Clearly you didn't find a spot where the bloody audio works, but hey, I guess we're used to Andrew McInnis's shit audio. I'm not going to give you a red card. I'm going to give you worse than a red card. A 2 of diamonds. Carm, because I love you, you get an ace of clubs.
I'm looking forward to another Friday night poker victory once again. Stop taking everyone's money, but I can't.
Take mine, baby. Take mine. Oh, I got to wire you money. And the kid. I got a whole bunch of wires to do today. Boys, I went 2-1 last night. Call the newspapers. Let Guinness know. Prez had a winning night.
You certainly did. Listen, these playoffs, I'm telling you, especially the second round, is just phenomenal hockey. 2 great games last night. They're just going out there and they're playing. I'm loving it. This is just great. We saw that. Who was it? 2 games ago that pass straight down the ice by the goalie. I'm not sure who that was. Bishop. And then you saw yesterday in not by the goalie, but that was just a fantastic lob pass to the guy who came out of the penalty box for Carolina. And
I don't want to talk about that goal. I was on the New York Islanders, and so were you.
So was I. You win some, you lose some. One in one night for me, and I did give out Tarasenko on the show yesterday to score at I think it was +30, +40. I've got a couple goal scorers we'll talk about later.
Prez, can you hear me now?
Oh well, we can always hear you. Just
okay.
Fuzzy.
Well, first of all, I was actually watching you while I was having breakfast this morning on the Joe and Gabe show. So good on you for that. But I saw that you actually had a couple of goal scoring props, and 2 days ago you told me you never did them. So what's up with that? Did I get you on them?
Yeah, you inspired me, dude. But I ain't betting them. But you inspired me to do that. I wanted to come on, be a little creative. Did you notice I did the show in my towel?
Actually, right when I turned it on, I was like, what the hell is going on here? I don't know what was going on. Gabe said, don't put the camera down. Don't put the camera down.
Andrew, you better have good audio tomorrow, even though you're not on the show tomorrow. Listen, boys, real quick, updates, and then we'll get into the hockey. Carm, I need you to host Wednesday and Thursday next week. Alex won't be around, so the 2 of you guys next Wednesday and Thursday together. Carm, you can host the show. As well, everyone, there's no Morning Joe today or tomorrow. Listen to yesterday's show. Ralph and I take apart all the NBA games right up until Saturday. And furthermore, the Kentucky Derby is this weekend. Marco is putting together about 10 videos on the Kentucky Derby with Kelly in studio. They did that yesterday. It's up at the #1 YouTube sports handicapping channel in the world, WagerTalk TV. As well, there's been a little bit of a motif in Morning Joe and the Pro where I end every episode thanking RJ Bell for being our most valuable player and treating his staff like crap and having them all move over to WagerTalk. So as there is no Morning Joe, I will be doing it at the end of puck time. I just got a note. Oh, there Andrew is. Okay, boys. And first pitch. Only 2 games tonight. Tony, Finn, and I will take those apart. Boys, let's get into it, shall we? Carmine Bianco, we'll go to you first, my brother. Columbus minus 125, Boston at plus 105. The over and under is 5.5 here. It was 5 before I went to bed. And I put out 5 to my clients. So now a lot of them are going to get 5.5, and I don't like the damn play anymore.
Yeah, you had to lay a little bit of juice on 5 on the over. I saw that yesterday and just noticed about a half hour ago that it was 5.5. Obviously, juice to the under now, which is pretty much the same. And most, if not all, books, when you're betting it, you have actually that option of a drop down. So if you got if you bought the play at 5, you can still use the drop down menu and get it at 5, probably laying about $1.20 juice or whatever. So I wouldn't really worry about that right now per se. But yeah, listen, this is a great series. It's likely going 7 because I think the Bruins win tonight. But Columbus.
We're
playing some great hockey. These teams are irking each other. Like, they're getting under each other's skin, which is what I absolutely love. Tampa didn't do that in the first round, and that's why they got swept. The Bruins they're doing what they did to the Leafs as well, even though they trail in the series 2-1. But I expect them to win tonight. I've got I like the over as well too. It's not something that I've liked in any of the other 3 games. I've been on the under a couple times in this series. And I actually I've got David Krejci to score tonight at plus 375 is the odds on him. And it's pretty decent odds. The guy's, I think, numbers wise, he's got 2 goals, 5 assists in the playoffs. Both goals came against the Leafs. I love saying both goals came against the Leafs.
Say it again, Carm.
Listen, he's the kind of
You've
guy.
You've been relegated to a 7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. It's not a problem. Listen, he's the kind of guy who can get under your skin, and he's getting about 20 to 25 shifts a game. So it's one of those things you look for. It's a decent price. A lot of the other players that you expect to score for the Bruins are much lower in like the plus 150s and plus 160s.
I like Marchand at plus 200. Not the best value, but I feel confident that he's going to score. And not to interrupt you, but I like the Bruins as well tonight. I agree with you 100%. I think this is ultimately going to go to 7 games, and the Bruins will tie it up. I'm going to move over to Andrew because I'm sick of listening to you speak. You have been relegated to a 3 of diamonds. Andrew, you guys look the same. What do you like tonight?
I'm kind of scared to talk at this point, Prez, with my audio, but I hope you can hear me. I'll keep it short. This line, Pasta, Bergeron, and Marchand combined for 106 goals during the regular season. They have 1 point now in 3 games in this series. That can't happen. Depth is important, but you need your top guys to be your top guys. And Prez, how did your Leafs lose to the Bruins? It wasn't in 5-on-5 play. It was special teams. And the Bruins have not been that same special teams team that they were against the Leafs. And that's really hurting them, especially in a tightly contested series. I've been a big believer of kind of learning from what you see in the playoffs, not the regular season. So I actually am going ahead and looking at the under 5.5 now. Now that we've seen that, move back up to the 5.5 number, I feel like if the Bruins come out on top, we're going to still see a great defensive style game. The goaltending has been outstanding. They can't stop Bobrovsky. They got to get this game moving more laterally.
Yeah.
They got to stop trying to perfect shot, score some Boston Bruins style goals. And if you know what I mean by that, I mean some more gritty goals, crashing the net thing. I'm on the under 5.5 in this one here again. And I do think the Bruins have the heart to kind of fight back, and they find a way to beat Bobrovsky.
He's Andrew McInnis, Carmine Bianco with us. I'm the Prez. It's Puck Time. You can hear us 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. You can find us at sportsmemo.com. WagerTalk.com, and our YouTube channel, WagerTalk TV. Andrew, I'll go to you first, but keep it short because your audio stinks. Colorado minus 125. The Sharks at plus 105. Over and under here is 6. None of the games so far have gone under the total. The last game did have a miracle push, and the game before that had a miracle over. We'll go to you first. I like Colorado here, and I like over the total. I think Colorado bounced back. I think we're going to have a huge game by Nathan McKinnon, number 29, the assistant captain of the Avs. And I like the over. Andrew, fill me in, brother.
I like both plays as well. I think when you look at this game specifically, you're not going to see Couture come back with another hat trick. I love the speed. I love people say youth in the playoffs can be a disadvantage. I don't think it is in this situation. The defensemen are so young and fast. They love to move the puck up the ice for Colorado. They're going to always be involved in the play. McKinnon is so fast up there. He creates a chance every time the puck is on the stick. But guys, the over here, it's at 6 once again. And I think the reason why it's staying at that number, not 6.5 consistently, is based off the way it's hitting. If I'm not trying to give out an actual in-game bet before the game even starts, but that is pretty much in 3 straight games. I've hopped on the live over during the second intermission, and we've seen an explosion of goals in the third period. It's not something to look for. You can't really bet the third period over going into the game because it's just heavily juiced. But take a look at that, and I'll continue to look at the over in this series. As good as the goaltending actually has been in some spots, when it comes down to it, there's too much talent, and the speed of the game is far too fast for it to stay under, I think.
Carmine Bianco, what do you think in this game? And respond to your text when you have time.
I'm just talking to Johnny. Sorry. Listen. For me, I'm on both visitors here. I like the Sharks. I like what they did. They're just playing well. They're just. This is a team with a ton of experience. You look at their defensive corps, and there's experience. Right. All 6 guys have playoff experience. They're just playing really well right now. It's one of those things where I think they've got a good chance to close this series off early if they can get a win tonight. I'm with the over here. I've stuck with the over in all 3 games. You look at these teams all season long, and not a game has gone under between these teams. With tonight's total of 6, last game obviously pushed. It and the over for me. And I actually took Kevin LeBanc at plus 280 to score. He's another guy that, listen, he's having a very good playoffs, and he's a guy who you wouldn't expect to score based on the fact that he's a bottom 6 forward on this Sharks team. But look at it, the guy's got 6 points in 10 games. He's getting like 14 to 15 minutes on that third line with Thornton and Sorensen. They match up well with Colorado. So for me, it's the Sharks to win tonight over the total, and LeBanc to score.
Andrew, I know you mentioned you like Boston and you also like under the total. You can get Boston to win 3-1 tonight at plus 1,800. I think that's a pretty decent bet.
Wow, that's a great number.
Yeah, well, because if they can either win 3-1 or grab you an empty netter and from a 2-1. So I actually really like that bet at plus 1,800. Boys, outstanding show. We'll see you tomorrow, Andrew and Alex. But Andrew, you ain't coming on with this audio, so get it fixed up. Carm, you're gonna host Wednesday, Thursday. I'll text you throughout the week. Everyone, thanks so much for listening to me. I'm the Prez. Big thanks to RJ Bell for allowing WagerTalk to exist and grow. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Take care, guys.